Monday, with us kind of talking about evaluating things in off season. I know you got a game left still here, but do you have any sense of what that offensively, what that could look like?
No, right now I'm going to tell you, Josh, just trying to get two halves put together for this weekend for these seniors. If we can put two halves together and finish and be consistent, really excited about just trying to finish for these guys right now. That'll happen after Sunday for sure. Jumping right on it and going from there.
John Hale.
Eddie, obviously quarterback play has been a topic all season, but assuming this is his last game in Lexington, what do you think Terry Wilson's legacy for this program should be remembered as?
Man, a guy that just he battled. We've been inconsistent. He knows when he's been inconsistent, but he's always battled back and just fought. Won a lot of games for us. You go back and you look, and he really has. Guy's been awesome. You go out there today, and today he was as on point as I've ever seen him. On time, threw the ball as good as he's thrown in a long time. So the kid battles back, and he should be known for a guy that won a bunch of big games here, and he loves Kentucky.
For guys like on the offensive line, like Drake and Landon, who feels like they've been here forever, what have those guys meant to the program?
Shoot, man, that's a great question. From day one here, I said big men lead the way, and they certainly have. Those guys will be missed because they are Kentucky, and that's why they came here. They love it. They love this program. They love this state, and they love the fans. They've had a lot of success here, ups and downs, but all they do is battle. They come to work every day. They're just going to be so successful, whether it be at the next level, and then when they get done with that, wherever they decide to take their, the professional part of it and get a job, they're going to be successful, and that's really cool to see.
Andy, just in your eyes, why has it been such a struggle this year to throw the ball?
Yeah, it's just been an inconsistent. Early, it's always 1-2 people. It comes down to, at the end of the day, like we've talked about it each week. When you have a good week, things are good, and you have to be consistent on offense. So it starts right here with me, and if it's not right, then it's got to be fixed. And I think that. We've had guys at the O-line, something's happened there, then something at the running back position, something at the receiver position. It just all hasn't been put together all the time, and that's what we need to do. That's what I'd love to see. That was the message coming in yesterday, is that let's put two halves together. Let's be consistent. Let's everybody pay attention to details and execute. Me call a great game and come out being winners on Saturday.
Josh.
When Mark was asked about this yesterday, with the seniors that may or may not, kind of deliberate coming back and taking advantage of that extra year, how will you be involved in those conversations, or have you talked with guys that maybe, that might be surprises as far as like a guy like AJ maybe would want to come back or something?
Yeah, you know what? As of right now, just kind of the way this year has gone, I'm focusing on getting a touchdown in the red zone. I'm focusing on converting on third down and really just that's been the full focus for me. A lot of that will be with the head football coach, and then when he wants me to be a part of it, I'll be a part of it. So just really haven't done that. Trying to get these kids through a difficult time and to finish strong. So that's kind of where my energy is right now.
John.
Eddie, obviously, we can all judge catching passes, but I'm curious, what other areas of growth has Keaton Upshaw made this year to where he's playing the way he is right now? What does that mean about his potential moving forward?
Yeah, I think Keaton's Upshaw's potential is through the roof. He could be a high draft pick guy. because of what he's done this year. One, they're going to see his speed, his vertical speed. They're going to see him going up and catching contested balls. And he's done a better job at the point of attack. You know, I think you could have made Keaton Upshaw the player of the week the last 2 weeks. And so that's kind of the direction he's going. Really excited about Keaton.
Nick,
This week you've got some pretty big pieces back, or expected to be back with Chris and Justin. Just that do for your game plan, just factoring those guys into it.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, you've got all three tight ends, and you know, that's a big part of it. And everything we do, trying to get the ball to him a little bit more. So just having that depth at that position. Chris, obviously, him back with the yak yards and, you know, short yardage guy. And so that energy and those guys being back is huge for our offense for sure.
And as a follow-up, I don't think anybody's had more kind of roster turnover than South Carolina. Just what is it like trying to personnel just evaluate what they have defensively?
Yeah, they've been broken, you know, here and there through a number of different situations. So, you know, they've moved guys around, and you know, so it's everybody. I mean, you know, not as bad as South Carolina, but you know, they're still twitchy. They got some young guys that are playing really hard. Tavares Robinson does a really good job on the defensive coordinating side, and you know, we're going to have to come and we're going to have to play a great game, and we're going to have to be ready to go. That's for sure.
Sean Long.
Eddie, I think we can both agree that this year has been a year like no other. It's been tough on everybody. There are all sorts of rumors out there that a lot of guys on the team are just waiting for this year to end. What is your take?
I missed the last part. What is your?
Cut out. All right, John, we'll come back to you in just a second. You cut out. I don't know if your speaker went out or not. Jeff Drummond?
Hey, Eddie, mine may have been in line with what John was asking, but I'm kind of curious. It's been a tough and taxing year for everybody in sports and out of sports. I'm just kind of curious with some of the struggles you've had. Have the guys taken as big a beating, maybe mentally, as they have in a physical sense that you normally, you know, most teams are beat up around December. But talk about kind of the
Well, I
mental
think it's the mental part, and I got to be honest with you. You know, the resiliency of these young men, of just this football team. You know, it's really amazing. They came out yesterday, came out today. Today we had as good a practice on a Tuesday that we've had. And for them to keep battling and doing that just says a lot about them. And, you know, Coach Stoops has done a fantastic job of talking to these guys. Yes, it's hard, but, you know, God's got a plan here, and it's making us all stronger. You know, later on down in life, you know, everybody's going to look back at 2020. It's really how you handled it. How did you face adversity? You know, and it's been tough on every one of those young men for a number of reasons, as we all know. But then you add the football part of it. You know, here we are in the last week of the season. Our kids are taking finals, and they're practicing. And so it has been. It's been taxing. But, man, I'm so proud of them. Just they're grinders. And they have I think it'll pay off for them later on in life for sure.
Looks like John's connection cut out, so I think we're good to go.
Appreciate y'all.
Lonnie, I think's got one.
Oh.
Last one. Lonnie? No, now you're muted, Lonnie. Hold on. All right. You're still muted, Lonnie. There you
Oh, Eddie, here we go.
Yep.
I want to ask a question. I got it kind of late. I don't know if I'm being redundant on anything I'm going to ask. I know that Saturday is the main function, obviously, but there's been talk about the coaches would want to play in the bowl game, and you had to take the temperature of the players. What do you suspect is going to happen later on after this victory?
Yeah, long. I really, you know, it's that's I'm not into that decision-making process, or, that's with Coach Stoops. And again, and this week has been, since Sunday morning, it's been South Carolina, and it's been full steam ahead. So, let's get through Saturday night and get a victory, and then Coach will deal with all that.
All right, guys. Josh should be first, and then Landon after that. We'll get him up here.
Hey, thank you all.